Joining us now, Fox News contributor, drone expert, and Army Special Operations veteran, Brett Velicovich. Brett, it is very good to see you. We've got a lot of questions on the tech piece of this because we're kind of in brand new territory. Let me start with the drones, since that's your area of expertise. Dagan made a really good point in the last segment about the relative cost of going after the drones we're up against, but also some of the drones we're deploying ourselves now. What are you seeing in this battle, and what difference is it making in terms of what we can do against Iran?
Well, I think what we witnessed here was one of the most decisive, technologically game-changing moments in modern-day military history, and America just delivered it. And our strikes, I think, send a message far beyond Iran. It tells adversaries around the world that the United States technology and weaponry is going to adapt faster than they can even innovate. You know, it represents this new chapter in American military capability and innovation. We deployed these long-range, low-cost, one-way attack drones, which are known as the Lucas system in actual combat. And that's a significant evolution in how we protect our forces and how we protect American personnel. And what's really strategically ironic about this is the Lucas system is a reverse-engineered version of Iran's Shahed one-way attack drones, right? We took a weapon that Iran developed and fielded against our own forces and our own allies, studied how it worked, and then turned that playbook into an American capability that we used in combat against Iran's very own military targets. These were systems that were essentially captured after being downed in Ukraine and then reverse engineered, and that was intentional. We studied what they did, we improved on it, now we're using that capability right back at them. And I think that's a message worth emphasizing. If you're going to build tools meant to kill Americans and threaten us, don't be surprised when we use them more effectively against you. And that's just what we did here.
Brett, we were talking about Claude from Anthropic. Anthropic started deploying that across the entire Department of War last July. Contract problems because of the code that Anthropic insisted remain in place. I digress. But this is the first time that AI models had been used across the entire Department of War. But they were used in the Maduro capture in Venezuela. But also, this was used in intelligence assessments, target identification, battle scenario simulations, as we were talking about. How critical, this is the biggest scale military operation ever in which these type of AI models have been used. And also, if it was successful, why would you want to get rid of Anthropic's tech at this point? Or how hard would it be?
Well, very hard. I mean, once you're embedded in Department of War systems, it's pretty difficult to all of a sudden just cut that. We saw that a little bit with Palantir when they were doing analysis of various targets, and now Palantir is being used wide across different agencies. And I think they will continue to use these AI models potentially for targeting, which is a bit dangerous, right? If the AI model is directing you on what to target, there's always a chance that an adversary can get in there and reverse engineer that a bit and choose targets separately. But I think this is not the end of AI. We just need to be able to control it in a way that protects our soldiers. This operation overall, though, I was just thinking when it comes to the U.S. using this technology, it's all about precision, right? It's about intelligence. And we're using that information to conduct strategic strikes on infrastructure in Iran with precision. But yet Tehran, on the other hand, they respond with these random drone barrages across the region with no clear objective, including attacks that have caused casualties in major tourist destinations. And that shows you exactly why the United States can't allow a regime armed with ballistic missiles and proxies to operate unchecked. If they're responding like that with strikes of drones and missiles, what do you think they're going to do with nuclear weapons? So, the fact is this operation was pretty impressive, especially in its third day now, where there's this coordinated U.S. and Israeli strikes showing us acting on this intelligence, defending American interests. And now this threat of nuclear Armageddon, I believe, has been curbed.
Really quick, both Secretary Rubio and President Trump have said the biggest slugs against Iran are yet to come. How do you expect to see technology deployed maybe in some new ways when those bigger waves hit that country, Brett?
Well, I think it all comes down to targeting, precision intel, and trying to understand where the Iranians have moved their leadership. I mean, there is a big question right now about it. That regime is scrambling, and it comes down to intel. This is unprecedented chaos for the Islamic Republic. So I think we're definitely going to be using that information to just conduct strikes on whoever's in charge once we figure that out.
And an AI model is only as good as the information on which it's trained. So if you got good intel, you got a good AI model. Brett Velicovich, great to see you.
Thanks, sir.